and liftoff of the Cassini spacecraft on a million-mile trek to Saturn.
If there's something very important to be developed from the moon, I'm not sure what it is right now.
Nations will want to send their humans to the moon for prestige.
The vast expanse of the solar system, spanning an approximate radius of 30 trillion kilometers, has been a source of mystery and fascination for mankind since time immemorial. Despite decades of exploration and discovery, we have only managed to uncover a fraction of its secrets. Of the 316 minor planets and 8 main ones that we have discovered, our knowledge is limited to mere observations of their appearance and distance from Earth. But there is so much more to learn. Thanks to the relentless efforts of space research probes, we have been able to replace speculation with facts. So, what exactly have these probes uncovered in their latest missions? Let's delve into the exciting new discoveries. Giant monolith. Buzz Aldrin is renowned for his contribution to the history of space exploration. He is famously known for being one of the first humans to ever set foot on the moon, alongside Neil Armstrong during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. While on the moon's surface, he conducted groundbreaking experiments and collected samples of the moon's terrain. In addition, he holds the title for taking the first ever selfie in space. After his career with NASA, Aldrin became a champion for space exploration, working on concepts such as reusable spacecraft and space tourism. One fascinating tidbit about Aldrin is that during a 2009 interview, he made a mind-boggling statement about a monolith on the surface of Phobos, one of the 2 small moons of Mars. He suggested that the exploration of this space object could be the next breakthrough in space exploration, igniting renewed interest from the public. The idea of the monolith on Phobos was first introduced in the 1970s when the Viking 1 and 2 spacecraft captured photos of the moon. This led to speculation that the monolith could be a creation of an extraterrestrial civilization. However, subsequent studies have only raised more questions than answers. Although most scientists now accept that the Phobos monolith is nothing more than a natural geological feature, others remain convinced that there's more to the story. The idea that the object could have been placed there intentionally is one that continues to spark debate among space enthusiasts. The mystery is deepened by the fact that Phobos is a barren, lifeless rock, devoid of any signs of life or activity, with the solitary monolith standing as the only point of interest. Its size is small compared to the vastness of space, yet the monolith's massive appearance is an eerie contrast to the barren celestial body it calls home. Erosion is a common factor that leads to the discovery of strange formations on other planets, and Mars is no exception. From the famous Mars face to the levitating spoon, these formations are often a result of both our perspective from Earth and the natural processes that occur over millions of years. Meanwhile, Phobos has yet to receive significant research or exploration, despite its potential for discovery. Optech and the Mars Institute have proposed the prime mission to investigate the monolith on Phobos, but funding remains an issue. Buzz Aldrin himself was intrigued by the mysterious object, speculating that it might prompt people to ask, who put that there? The enigmatic nature of the Phobos monolith continues to spark curiosity and inspire new missions to the red planet's tiny moon. Cassini discoveries. Back on October 15, 1997, NASA launched Cassini into space, a state-of-the-art device the size of a school bus that cost a whopping $3 billion. With such a hefty machine, it was crucial to use the gravitational pull of 3 planets to accelerate it. In 1998 and 1999, it flew past Venus twice and then zoomed close to Earth at a mind-boggling speed of 69,000 kilometers per hour. A year later, in 2000, it got the required velocity after passing Jupiter. It wasn't a simple feat, given that Cassini weighed a whopping 5,710 kilograms, with more than half of it being fuel that was decreasing with every passing day. But after covering 3.5 billion kilometers, Cassini approached Saturn's rings, which looked smooth and gaseous in photographs, but in reality were billions of debris pieces of various sizes that could easily destroy the entire probe. Fortunately, Cassini successfully made it through the rings and sent unique footage back to Earth, leading to several groundbreaking discoveries. One such finding was that all of Saturn's rings aren't the same, contrary to what scientists believed earlier. The Cassini's pictures showed that each ring is distinct, even those in close proximity to each other. In addition, by measuring the thickness of the rings, they've been able to determine their age. The thicker the rings, the older they are. And get this, Cassini, a spacecraft sent to study Saturn, found out that the rings weigh an astonishing 15,400,000,000,000,000,000 tons. It's thought that the rings are made up of debris from icy moons and comets that Saturn's gravity has torn apart. But that's not all. In 2004, Cassini spotted something truly remarkable. Nestled within one of the outer rings of Saturn were small moons, formed from particles that had collected and scattered nearby small satellites. This discovery is huge, as it shows the moment of a smaller system forming within a larger one. Scientists are thrilled, as this finding provides insight into how our own solar system was formed. By observing these processes, scientists can learn more about the formation of planets in protoplanetary disks. And if you thought Saturn's rings couldn't get any more fascinating, get ready for this. Saturn actually devours its own rings. Every second, the planet gobbles up a staggering 45 tons of ring matter, causing a cosmic hurricane of water droplets and dust that rains down onto the surface. Despite this, Saturn won't consume its rings for at least another 700,000 years, according to observations made by Cassini. But as cool as the rings are, Cassini's main goal was to explore Saturn itself and its many satellites. And boy, did it deliver! One of its most incredible discoveries was a massive hexagonal storm at Saturn's North Pole, which measures a whopping 32,000 kilometers in diameter and has wind speeds of up to 150 meters per second. Can you imagine what it must look like inside that beast? And to make it even more mind-blowing, the walls of the storm go deep into the planet's atmosphere at depths of up to 100 kilometers. But the Huygens probe, placed on Cassini's most incredible discovery, was yet to come. Titan, Saturn's most important satellite, proved to be a treasure trove of organic compounds. As the probe descended through the hazy atmosphere on Christmas Day in 2004, no one knew what surface it would land on. But signs indicated a hard surface with a soft light substance beneath. The data Huygens collected revealed that almost the entire moon is covered in frozen hydrocarbons that resemble gasoline, making it the best factory for organic compounds known to man. In fact, if humanity were to dig a mine on Titan, we could supply the entire Earth with oil for thousands of years. And that's not all. Titan's atmosphere is primarily nitrogen, just like our own planet's, and it contains complex carbon compounds that suggest it could be a suitable place for life. Unfortunately, the temperature on Titan is too cold for humans, with deep lakes made of methane and ethane that reach temperatures of -180 degrees Celsius. Despite the frigid conditions, the moon boasts a landscape that is remarkably Earth-like, complete with lakes, seas, rivers, rainfall, and even seasonal changes that last 7 Earth years. This makes the potential for exploring Titan incredibly high, and it could even be used as a galactic station for resource extraction if humanity begins to colonize other planets in the future. Thanks to the groundbreaking discoveries made by the Huygens probe, we now know that Titan is the most Earth-like object in the solar system, and it holds a wealth of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Cryovolcanoes on Ceres. Deep in the heart of the asteroid belt that orbits between Mars and Jupiter, there is a celestial body known as Ceres, which is the largest asteroid in the belt. Back in 1801, an astronomer named Giuseppe Piazzi discovered Ceres, and it was initially classified as a planet. However, as more large objects were found in the same area, it became clear that something different was happening in space. This led to the term asteroid being coined, which means star-like, to describe these strange new objects. Despite it being widely accepted in the 1860s that these asteroids differed greatly from the planets we knew, no specific definition of what constituted a planet was established. It wasn't until the 2006 Pluto debate that the criteria for defining a planet were discussed. If it weren't for the revised definition, which stipulates that a planet must have cleared the area around its orbit, Ceres would have retained its planetary status and be the 5th planet in our solar system. Without a doubt, Ceres is an enigmatic celestial body, classified as both a dwarf planet and an asteroid due to its location within the asteroid belt. However, what truly captivates us is what NASA's Dawn spacecraft discovered in 2015 after orbiting Ceres for several months. A colossal mound resembling a volcano towering 13,000 feet high. Dubbed Ahuna Mons, it was confirmed in 2016 that it is indeed a cryovolcano. This type of volcano is quite different from the ones we know on Earth, as it doesn't spew molten lava or rocks, but rather water, methane, or ammonia. Due to the low temperatures surrounding the volcano, these gases solidify into ice and are often referred to as ice volcanoes. Cryovolcanoes are thought to form on moons and asteroids that used to have an abundance of water. Ahuna Mons erupts water and other substances rather than magma due to the dwarf planet's low temperatures that cannot melt rock. Scientists were able to understand Ahuna Mons better by examining mineral salt inside the Okator crater, which was likely the product of a cryovolcanic eruption originating from Ahuna Mons. The Okator crater is massive, 57 miles across and as deep as Ahuna Mons is high. The large impact that created the giant crater may have triggered the later cryovolcanic activity, says Andreas Nathus, framing camera lead investigator for Max Planck. Rocks around the planet reshuffled and moved up towards the surface after the impact, causing a change in pressure that allowed water and dissolved gases to escape and form a volcano. Cryovolcanism has also been observed on other moons such as Enceladus, Europa, and Triton. These cryovolcanoes provide us with an incredible insight into the wonders of the universe, showing us the unimaginable possibilities that exist beyond our planet. So, what do you make of these findings? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below.